What's up, guys? In this video here, we're marking some timber again with the Miss Lovely Lauren, and the camera's a little bit shaky here and there. We was using the chest mount thing, you know, there's like for so I could have both hands free like I did before. So sorry for that, but hope you all enjoy.
Why is it? Oh, hi guys. It wasn't coming on. We're out here marking timber again. Got my trusty assistant hiding in the snow over there somewhere. And boy, we're marking some nice stuff. So if you guys remember in the videos this summer with the big lake and all that cutting I did with the pine and the oaks and stuff out there, that's out that way about 3/4 of a mile. The properties actually abut each other. And we had our eye on this, and the guy was kind enough to give us a chance to try to get some of his timber. So I'm gonna take you along. We're gonna do some walking, marking, and maybe I'll chat a little bit. She'll poke fun at me like she always does. And then we will, you can take a look into marking some timber. So for all the new people on the channel, how I do this is, you gotta hold, this is a tree scale stick, Doyle rule, form class 78, because that's the form class you use for our area. The different form classes are for the different types of trees, like you use a different one out west or a different one down south. We're using 78 here. It tells you just how to use it right on there. Hold stick level 25 inches from the eye against tree at height of 4.5 feet above the ground. So that's basically chest high for most people. I got to hold it down a little bit because I'm taller. And you read the average tree volume. You have your number of 16-foot logs, and that is the merchantable height. How do you figure out the 16-foot logs? Real easy. This is called a merit hypsometer. You stand 66 feet from the tree, plumb the stick 25 inches from eye, line up the stick, this end, with where you would cut the tree, and read the number of 16-foot logs. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say there's a tree 66 feet from here. It's probably that pine tree over there, that white pine. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this. We'll hold her up there. Hold it up. There is 3 16-foot logs in that. And say that tree is, I don't know, it looks to be about 16, 18 inches in diameter. So you got 18 and 3, 215. Estimated of 215 board foot in that tree. So there you go, that's how we do it. It's probably repetitive for some people because they saw, some of the older subscribers saw this in other channels, but this tree we're looking at, oh, you gotta make sure you scale it inside the bark. We got 27. And I'm going with 2 16-foot logs of merchantable grade wood. And we got 505, and that's red oak. And then this is how we note. I put a slash on a tree. Some foresters like to put a ring. Some people put dots. I prefer the slash. That's just me. No reason. I have ringed, I have slashed. Sometimes you have to put the slash and you have to put a dot down low so they know after you cut that tree that that was a tree that was supposed to be cut. But we got that red oak. This one here had something going on, so I think we're gonna cut these. We're gonna leave that white because that big deer hunter here, the guy wants nice mash trees left to promote growth of the good oaks. So we have a couple oaks and stuff out through there. We're gonna do last, I think. We're gonna mark this pine. See those white, yeah, those white marks are the old game lands boundary. That used to be game lands, and that was traded like X amount of acres here for a whole lot more somewhere else. I don't know how that worked, don't ask me, but whatever. We cut that though for the landowner just this summer. They're still cutting part of it in the back. It's like 400 acres. So we've got 25 inches from mine, 19 inside the bark. We've got only about 1.5 in this. So 194 for two, I mean, 118. So I'm gonna call about halfway in between. We're gonna go 150. This is red oak. Thought it was black oak there for a minute. This one's got 2 in it. 194 red oak. And the reason I do 1 on each side is so I can see the marks whether I'm coming or going. Make sense? Sure, yeah, it makes sense. You think it makes sense? I think it makes sense. We got a white oak. Let's make a nice butt log. but we only got a merchantable height of 1 on this one. So we got a nice little group of trees here. We're gonna thin this out a little bit, but not too much. Got a dead one there, obviously. So we got 16, I gotta hold it down a little bit. I keep 16 inside the bark, 1 high, 72 feet on the white oak. And also I'm taking into account of what I wanna cut. Like say I wanna go cut that group of trees. There's some you'll see I leave and you'll wonder, why did I leave that? Well, I got a mash tree somewhere I wanna keep, like that white oak. If those were leaning right over top of it and I'd be cutting those and destroying that white oak, I'd leave those trees. Because it's just, I'm not trying to tear up the residual stand. This white oak has 2 in it. At 17, so we got 140 white oak. It's so handy having her help me because I can walk and mark and she can write down the numbers and it saves my hands. Usually I do this all by myself until recently. So we got 2 whites there. And I want to leave these 2. Okay, see, we got fence here somewhere. I just saw it. There's barbed wire in that tree. So I'm not going to cut that tree. But that's telling me there's fence. Right here, we can kind of see an old fence row. Can you see it? See how the trees are all lined up? So automatically, I'm looking for more fence. All right, this one's got 1 in it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave that one. That one's too small. Let's take this one over here. That one's not quite ripe yet. 75 red oak. That's about as small as I want to go on a grade tree. Look at this black oak. See, that one's got like a big limb tore out of it. A big magooch up there. So we want to cut this tree before it gets diseased and rots. There's still merchantable wood in it. It's not as tall as the other one. We'll get 1.5 out of this. 20 at 1.5 is like 135 at 1. So let's go 150 on the black oak. All right. That's gonna go down into the pine. Okay. I'm just gonna go, I gotta watch how far I go because there's a border right here somewhere. You can see the blazes on the tree. See the white blaze? Okay. All right, white pine. Do you have a column for white pine? 23. This one's only gonna be about 2. 23 and 2. White pine, 350. This one will have 2.5, 164. 170 white pine. So there's the blazes. I don't want to go past that. We might cut that stuff because they're still cutting on the other land. But yeah, but it's not his, so I can't scale it. Good catch. This one here, I'll get 2 out of that. Inside the bark's most important. You're not paying for bark. 194 white pine. We'll take the white pine smaller because the idea is to get the white pine out of here because it was planted, promote the growth of hardwood. 96. I'm gonna get 1 out of this little gal. 40. Actually get 1.5. We'll get 2 out of this. I don't know if this camera's really working for you guys or not. I hope it is. 13, 2, 59. I gotta get out of this, gotta get out of these pines. It's cold down here. There's no sun. So we got a twin here. I'm measuring this one up a little higher because it's no good to measure it down here where it's double because you're getting a false reading. 164 and 140. $22.295. Man, these are some big white pine. 22 and 2's $2.95. That one's dead. $19 and 2's $194. $2.25. This little guy's got about 38 feet in it. 13 and 1, 38. This will be nice because he'll have like a clear cut here, which will be great for the wildlife because it'll run this edge, and then he's gonna have his thinned hardwood up there. It's gonna make for some awesome hunting, in my opinion. Deer love edges. 15 and 2's 96. I'm gonna mark these last couple trees and I'll give the camera to Lauren, and we'll put it on her, and you can see her writing in the book as I haul her stuff out. No, that's only gonna get me one. 60, white pine. You can get 2 out of each of these. They get real crooked at the top. 140. $194. All right, I'm gonna shut this off for a minute.
Okay.
All right, next one's a white oak. The bark's tricky on white oak. It's 18 and 100. I feel like this is supposed to be red, like a neon red.
Yeah, it looks red to me,
Ever since that day
but
last
slightly
Sunday,
orange.
it makes it look orange, but I know that one. Backside. 19, 2. No, I'll get 3 out of that. Actually, let's check. 19, 3, 256 red oak. It's a good tree.
Pardon my handwriting.
3, 215 red oak. This is black oak 2 in this one. 194. Now, so I marked that one. Now, there's a garbage tree over there we're not worrying about busting up. Plus there's a couple trees over there we're going to cut. So, we don't want to go right this way with it. I'll probably try to follow this right through there. Save this little white oak. Black oak 2, 19 and 2 is 194. And some people watching this might say, hey, that's not how you do it, or you should do it this way or different. This is just how we do it. It works for us. I'm not saying this is the right way. This is just how we do it. How I do it.
I mostly just follow him around while he runs around like a mountain goat.
18-1 is 100.
4.
I'm thinking. Black up. There's a couple little walnuts right here. We're going to leave all them go. Some other logger someday. We're going to leave this tree here, those trees. This is a gray elm. I'm going to get rid of it though, if I can. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to without tearing too much up. Oh no, I can wedge it up that way. Gray elm 13, 38.
I'm writing.
Just put the column for blocking. That's what we did before.
38.
38.
Okay.
Another black oak. 125. I took a 1.5 tall. White oak. 100. It's a short one. I want to cut that nice and high. Leave that back side. That's dead. I don't think we're going to touch that clump. Yeah. 116 black oak. 116 for another black oak. Twins.
Kind of craving pizza.
What?
I want pizza.
We can get that for dinner, right?
We took out pork loin.
What?
We took out pork loin.
Well, it could be in the fridge for a night.
Okay.
We'd have to get pizza from somewhere different than that other place that police station.
No, that's depressing. That's depressing. They have the best pizza.
Maybe we'll get pizza tomorrow night. Black oak. 225. White oak 75. Black oak 225.
Babe, I think you're going back on stuff with you already.
No, I was debating what to do there.
Okay.
'Cause I missed the red oak and stuff over here yet. I'm kind of playing. I want to make sure I set this up right so it's good for deer hunting. I marked that one. I left that one. Marked all those. Okay. Okay. I'm happy. I'm a little worried that I was getting out of whack with how I was marking it. So, all right, guys, you guys get the idea. That's how we're doing. We got, what, 15 acres, 18 acres to do? So we're going to get after it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.